Hello everyone and welcome! Today I'm going to be cruising down the trails with this FMS 1/18 scale Chevrolet Apache 6x6 pickup. This ready-to-run RC vehicle features many of the impressive details that we've come to expect from FMS products, and it features a unique blend of this old-school Chevy truck body combined with this custom 6x6 drivetrain layout. In this video, I'll be doing a quick unboxing and overview of this unique little truck, and of course taking it out for a test drive. FMS has kindly sent this vehicle for review. Originally it was planned to be included in that prior video I made featuring a number of awesome FMS products that you may have seen last week. Unfortunately, the shipping time took a little longer than expected, so today we'll be having a look at this one on its own. As is typical with FMS products, this vehicle comes fully ready to run, only requiring 4 AAA batteries for the transmitter. You will need to install the front and rear bumper using a total of 4 screws. Both are very easy to install. A handy manual is included, which will be especially useful for beginner hobbyists. This simple transmitter design and the well laid out chassis is nothing new for those familiar with FMS products, so today I really want to focus on this officially licensed Chevy Apache body. I love the look of this truck. It's well molded with a lot of detail and even has a metallic finish. Inside there is a somewhat detailed interior and plenty of space in the bed for some accessories. One small detail that I appreciate is that the side view mirrors are pretty flexible, which will hopefully allow them to bend rather than break if the truck turns over. The hood does open to reveal some of the electronics and the battery. I did find that the hood can be a bit of a pain to open. You just sort of have to get a little aggressive with it, and fortunately I haven't damaged it in the process. It looks like it would be easy enough to cut off the tabs and install some magnets for easy opening and closing, something I've done on some prior vehicles, and I'd be happy to showcase in a future video if anyone is interested. To my knowledge, no 6x6 layout like this was ever offered from the factory from Chevy, but that certainly hasn't stopped custom builders. I think if at some point FMS decided to use this body again, it would be cool to see a more conventional 4x4 setup, maybe on top of their new FCX platform. One advantage though of this 6x6 layout is it can help this truck get over certain obstacles. As you may recall, we drove a couple of 6x6 Atlases in a prior video. While in many ways that Atlas seems to have a very similar design to this Apache, there are a few differences. A pretty major one is that the Atlas uses a Lexan body and has a much lower center of gravity. Also, this Apache seems to have some different electronics and does run smoother at slower speeds. I believe the Atlas though does have a bit higher top speed. I would say that the Atlas probably has slightly better off-road performance, primarily thanks to its lighter weight and lower center of gravity. That said though, this Chevy body sure looks good rolling down the trail. Whether you want to lean more towards looks or off-road performance, both the Atlas and the Apache are a lot of fun out on the trails. Before driving though, just like with any ready-to-run RC vehicle, always give it a quick look and make sure everything looks okay and that all the fasteners are tight. This screw here for one of the rear shocks is quite loose, as you can see, so it needed to be screwed in. This truck does have functional lights, both in the front and rear, and the turn signals also function. As is the case with many FMS trucks, the turn signals always come on while steering when the headlights are on, and the taillights only work when reversing. Not the most realistic function out of the box, but honestly, just seeing a truck in this price range with functional lights is pretty cool. I especially appreciate the attention to detail, seeing that they used a warm color for the headlights rather than a bright white. On a truck from this era, it looks really cool having that warmer glow. As great as this truck looks right out of the box, I'm very tempted to try my hand at adding some patina. I'm a regular viewer of RC Every Day here on YouTube, as I'm sure many of you are as well, and I think this rig would be a great candidate to try my hand at some custom weathered painting. What do you all think? FMS has yet to disappoint me with any of their models, and this Apache is no different. Great scale looks at a very reasonable price. For the hobbyist wanting a shelf-worthy model that can actually be driven, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Feel free to let me know what you think of the Apache down below in the comments, or if you have any questions. Also, let me know whether or not you prefer a 6x6 or the more traditional 4x4 layout. That is going to be all for today's video. As always, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.